Morning and a very Merry Christmas Eve to you. I'm so happy to be back with you live this morning. I'm not, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm pretty tired this morning. I was doing some watercolor Christmas cards last night, which made me really happy. Sophia actually was getting her paws in there, which was really fun to see her. That was the first time she's ever seen me watercolor paint. So it was really fun to see her kind of process, like, what is the paint and what are the brushes? And she helped me make some creative choices by getting her paws involved. Anyways, it's so good to see you popping on. Welcome. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Sabine. Good morning, Krista. Good morning. So many Jennifers this morning. Jasmine and Sean. So good to see you. Bonjour. This morning, I asked my higher self where we should go this morning, and what came through was for us to connect with Mother Mary. I mean, 'tis season. So, and as all of you know, when we meet Mother Mary in the Sophia Code, we're meeting someone that is a far cry from a child in a manger. We're meeting a very powerful woman who trained in the mystery schools, who is an incredibly powerful oracle and teacher, and who continues to serve billions of souls on both on this planet, good morning, and across the universe. I asked Mother Mary where she would like me to read from the Sophia Code, and she showed me she showed me a passage from her Keycode initiation. And what do you know, when I sat down at my desk to start this video, I actually opened to page 179, and that was the exact passage that she wanted me to read. So Jennifer's writing in, yes, I love Mother Mary. I do too. She is incredible. So if you want to turn with me to page 179 in the Sophia Code, we can just briefly read what Mother Mary had asked me to share with you today. We can do that together. So this is the part of the initiation where Mother Mary is walking across this beautiful landscape, and you're having this really deep moment with her, eye to eye and heart to heart. Maybe for those of you who have survived religious programming, meeting Mother Mary in this context could be very affronting for the first time, because you're expecting perhaps this Catholic or Christian version given to us through patriarchal religion. And when we meet Mother Mary in the Sophia Code, she is such a beautiful, warm, intelligent, powerful woman, such a powerful oracle. Good morning, Stephanie. It's so good to see you. And most importantly, beyond any of that, she's so interested in you. And I think a lot of people think about these spiritual figures as though they're above us. They could barely even know who any of us are because there's so many of us, and that's simply not true. They are, because they exist in spirit, because they exist in the higher realms, they know you. If you want to draw close to Mother Mary and get to know her personally, she'll be right there, and she'll already know who you are. She'll already know your soul. Chances are good you've already connected with her across other lifetimes. Good morning, India. So good to see you. So that's what this part of the Keycode for initiation in the Sophia Code starts on page 179 speaks to. It's actually her speaking her words of love and gratitude and reassurance to you of how accessible she really is for us as a mentor and as a spiritual guide, beyond any religious dogma, beyond just beyond any doctrine. She has the power, and you have the power to meet eye to eye and heart to heart, and to discover what an incredible resource of unconditional love, teachings of sovereignty, and angelic power that she offers as a guide for your life. So when she shared these words with me, she was helping me personally unravel my own resistances to her, because I was very nervous about connecting with Mother Mary. I didn't want to connect with any of the history that goes with the church along with her. And so when she came to me and she wanted me to channel this Keycode for initiation, she and I went through a personal process that I don't believe is personal to me. I believe it's personal to each and every one of us with her. I believe this conversation that was channeled from page 179 to 180 is the conversation that anyone who's interested in mentoring with Mother Mary should explore, gets to explore. And these are the words that I personally needed to hear to connect with her. And I'm curious if these words support you in your heart connection with Mother Mary as well. So we'll be reading from the bottom of 179 together. If you'd like to read out loud, it's very powerful to read the Sophia Code out loud. And this is Mother Mary speaking to your heart. And Mother Mary says, thank you for meeting me eye to eye in this courageous moment of inner communion. My highest delight is when you recognize me as an equal and experience me as an essential ally, a close friend, and a divine reflection for your human journey. Isn't that incredible? It's so beautiful. Thank you for opening your heart to know me anew in this lifetime. I have much more to offer you as an accessible friend than as an antiquated statue of worship stone. So reassuring. Mother Mary is speaking directly to that issue around people feeling distanced or even resistant to her loving, guiding presence because of how the church has represented her. So she goes on to say, my Sacred Heart teachings are just as relevant as when I walked the earth long ago, more so now than ever before. For you live at a time of global awakening, a time in which my teachings will now be needed in the way they were originally intended, unobstructed by religious censoring. And she says, thank you for opening to my presence and receiving my transmission. So these are her promises to you that we're about to read from the Keycode for initiation. She's reassuring you. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Joanna. So good to see you. She says, as you read my words, she's speaking about the Sophia Code, her teachings in the Sophia Code. She's saying, as you read my words, may you feel my accessibility as a mentor. She goes on to say, as you visualize my words, may they dissolve all your defenses to self-love. What is that saying? Mother Mary is saying, the whole point of my spiritual guidance is to reflect back to you the importance of loving yourself, honoring yourself, knowing that I am truly accessible to you. What would it mean if she was an accessible mentor and guide? Someone as extraordinary as Mother Mary? Well, that just shows how loved you are. And it shows what a gift the universe wants to give you every day, is to have very powerful, clear, sovereign spiritual guides that want to bless your path in all ways. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome. I love you too, Ari. Good morning. So Mother Mary goes on to say on page 180 of the Sophia Code, she says, as you hear my words, may you remember that humanity is divine. Oh my God, wouldn't that be the Christmas miracle if all of humanity remembered that it was divine this weekend? I know that Mother Mary's prayer for humanity is so deeply connected to this concept, to this truth that our essential nature is holy, divine, and invincible. And no matter what we explore in the human experience, no matter what we go through, that never changes. So when we mentor with the Ascended Masters that are featured in the Sophia Code, they're continuously mirroring back to us the invincible nature of our divine light. And that's what we're really celebrating this Christmas, that invincible divine light. In many mystical lineages is called Buddha or Christ consciousness. It's a consciousness that is God consciousness in human form, and that consciousness exists within each and every one of us. And for all the years I've channeled Mother Mary, I feel her mission to spread Christ consciousness, to awaken and activate and educate humanity to the truth that Christ consciousness already exists within us. You know, more than any other key code, the passion that she goes after that prayer, I have to say it's unsurpassed. It's the reason why Mother Mary is right in the middle of all of these key codes. Her passionate heart, her sacred heart teachings tie all the other key code lineages together into this incredible blueprint of sovereign awakening. That's what's happening in the Sophia Code. Let's continue to read Mother Mary's words that she would love to offer us as a gift this Christmas morning. Mother Mary goes on to share on page 180, as you taste my words, may you savor that I too walked the earth just like you. And as such, my assurance is trustworthy. Whatever it is you desire, it can be done. It's a very powerful statement. What Mother Mary is saying is, when you are embodying your higher self, if you have a prayer to serve, to fulfill your divine purpose, to be a part of activating humanity's consciousness to the truth of its sovereign divinity, to assist humanity's awakening to a greater level of self-love, self-worth, knowing that our truth comes from our creator, our source. What she's saying is anything that you desire for your mission, anything that is needed for your personal well-being, it is possible to achieve. It is possible to manifest. It is possible to receive, which what a wonderful time to talk about receiving on Christmas, on the Christmas weekend. And she's saying, she's assuring us of this truth. And first of all, she's saying, look, I watched the earth, so I know this is true. Because how many times did Mother Mary pray for her family, for her ministry, and her prayers were answered so that she could continue serving long enough that we know about her today, we know about her legacy. So she's saying, I can assure you, I've walked in your shoes of being human. And I hope that's assuring for you, because that was the criteria for every Ascended Master selected for the Sophia Code. They had to have at least touched down on the earth plane and known what it felt like to navigate the field, navigate the matrix of density that's here in the journey of being human. And secondly, she's saying, as you taste my words. That's a very interesting statement to say, as you taste my words. What is this referring to? Well, in the Bible, Jesus would often talk about the word of God being the manna of life. That, you know, he when he was tempted in his initiations in the desert, you know, he said, man does not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Lord my God. And what was he saying? He was saying consciousness is food. He would talk about Christ consciousness as the feast. And so Mother Mary is saying, as you taste my words, she's saying, as you savor the Christ consciousness that she is embodying and so generously imparting to us, she's saying, may you savor that Christ consciousness existed within a human form. And if it could exist within my human form, Mother Mary is saying that it exists, therefore, as in you as well. Everything that she accomplished, everything that she walked in truth, everything that she embodied in profound divine love and divine feminine sovereign empowerment, she's saying, you've got this. You've got this inside of you as well. And this is why I stand as a mirror for you. Across space and time, across the centuries. This is why she's coming forward to make herself known again in this lifetime in such a powerful way through the Sophia Code teachings. I get a lot of fire and a lot of energy that comes through me when I bring in Mother Mary. Mother Mary's passages from the Sophia Code. Her presence is very strongly here in the room with me. So I hope that's okay with you. I'm just feeling really good. And she always wants to come through in a very kind of spicy way. So I know it's a little much for first thing in the morning, but I hope you're enjoying it. And let's just continue to just finish a few of these statements together, and then we'll close with a Mother Mary Christmas Eve meditation. So she continues to say, as you feel my words, may you understand that I am an ever-present friend. And what a gift that we've received in these words from the Sophia Code directly from Mother Mary. And she continues to say, as you integrate my words, may miracles abound in your life without judgment, joyfully supporting your every step. Oh, may you feel me walking by your side without judgment, joyfully supporting your every step along the way for creating heaven on earth. As you live my words, may you rest in the sanctuary of our shared divinity. Finally, this statement that's in the Keycode for initiation says, it's an empowerment statement where you have received Mother Mary's promises to you of what her guidance and her friendship and her mentorship, she's putting it all out there. She's saying, this is what I'm offering you. I'm not offering you anything but this. I don't need anything from you. I don't want anything from you. I'm offering my spiritual guidance, my mentorship, my friendship as a sovereign equal, and it's yours freely to have if you'll have me. And then there's this statement that you can say to her on page 180, and it's you affirming, I welcome the peace of Mother Mary's prayer for our communion. In the light of Sophia, I thank you, Mother Mary, and I now affirm. And there's all these very powerful statements. We're not going to go into all of them, but the first one would say, I receive your pearls of wisdom as guidance for my human journey. I receive the message of your life and divine reflections as my sacred mirror. So you walk through this process of dismantling maybe fears from religion about connecting with Mother Mary. You walk through the process of releasing program belief systems about Mother Mary, and just finally connecting with her through your heart, just as she is standing there in this visionary guided meditation, welcoming you to her heart. There are statements that support you and how to welcome her to you and say, yeah, let's do this. Let's discover what happens when we walk together in this mentor relationship. And so I would love to just call in your circle of empowerment together, and we'll just have a moment with Mother Mary this Christmas Eve morning. How's everyone doing with your Christmas shopping? Feel free to say hello in the chat and enjoy your coffee here this morning. Good morning, Corey. So good to see you. Feel free to write in what town, city, or country you're watching this live on the replay. And if you have any questions about Mother Mary or this weekend's Christmas holiday experience, feel free to write that in the chat as well. And I'll be able to get to one or two questions at the end of our meditation. So I invite each and every one of us to take a deep breath into your belly. Good. It's so nice to see everyone writing in. Good morning. Good morning. I know I love coffee too. Oh, Sarah's writing and she bought everyone candles this Christmas. Merry Christmas from Atlanta. Oh, it's so good to see everyone popping on. Ireland and France and Kentucky. EM Vector saying, abstaining from shopping this season and still waiting for the coffee. I love that. Yeah, I decided to make my Christmas cards last night. I'm still working on them with watercolors. That was really fun to make my Christmas cards this year instead of buying them. Oh, hi, Alejandro. Welcome from Colombia. Oh, Dawn's writing in. She's drinking her her chai tea. There's no shopping this year, just family and food. I love that. I love how everyone is enjoying and celebrating this weekend that in a way that's sovereign for you and perfect for you. Okay, so taking a moment to drop into your breath. And let's visualize that beautiful circle of empowerment around your body. And this morning, mine is this ruby red in honor of the red and green that's so popular on Christmas. I'm not going to lie. I love everything about Christmas other than the religious stuff. I love the lights. I love the trees. I love the music. I love the candles. I love angelic choirs. I just love Christmas time. I think it's such a beautiful time of the year. And I love snow and I love evergreen trees. And Mother Mary, I'm witnessing, is coming forward. And she's got this big smile on her face. Good morning, Mother Mary. And she's saying, let's go for a walk in the forest together. And so I'm just really into this idea. I wonder if you are too. So if you are, feel free to say, write yes in the chat, or just say, good morning, Mother Mary, or I'm ready to go on a guided meditation with you, Mother Mary. Feel free to just have some fun this morning here in the chat with us. Yeah. Okay. And so just noticing, just even the visualization of this circle of sovereign light around your body, you can drop more into your physical body. You can drop more into your heart. Like, let's just allow the thoughts to just fade away and just go into that feeling, divine, feminine, intuitive, receptive space as Mother Mary approaches you. And she's saying, let's go for a walk in the forest. And so I'm visualizing, excuse me. I'm visualizing this beautiful forest that's like carpeted in snow with pine needles. And there's light snow falling. It's a bit overcast. There's all these beautiful fir trees. And you're wearing a really fun and warm outfit. Maybe you have some really cute boots on with a cute hat or some ear warmers, maybe your favorite sweater. And you feel your heart glowing in the center of your chest. It's just like a warm hearth. That sacred heart fire is keeping you warm from the inside out. And as you walk along this snowy trail with Mother Mary, you begin to breathe in the smell of the fir trees and the fresh air, and how that smell of the snow lightly falling in the forest is, it's got a crispness to it. And you may feel, the surface of your skin just buzzing with divine love. And Mother Mary is guiding you to an opening in this beautiful fir tree forest. And there in the center of the forest, there's this beautiful stag. Beautiful, he's got these huge horns, and they have some holly in them, and he's coming forward towards you. And I just invite you to stand there. You might want to hold Mother Mary's hand. But as he comes towards you, he says that he's the spirit of the forest. And he is reminding us that our beautiful earth is filled with Christ consciousness. And when we, decorate Christmas trees, when we decorate with those fir trimmings, he's saying that's a reminder that our connection to the earth is a big part of how we remember to awaken, activate, and embody Christ consciousness within our hearts, bodies, and minds, and how to live it every day in communion with the earth and with each other. And his beautiful soft eyes and his powerful stance is activating your body, heart, and mind to feel the strength of your core and just feeling the power of your vertebrae, aligning your crown chakra to your root chakra. And this essence of the fir trees is coming in to fill you with a remembrance that you are truly grounded and rooted in this Christ consciousness this weekend, that your higher self is the source of that Christ consciousness within you, and that your clear connection to the source is the gift that you are giving to your loved ones and to this world all weekend long. And Mother Mary's making a joke, and she's saying, your light is like lighting up a Christmas tree when you walk into the room with your family and your friends, when you have dinner with them, when you gather around the table during your social engagements this weekend. And Mother Mary is now stepping a little bit closer, and behind her are all of these beautiful angels, and we call that the Order of the Blue Ray. These are angels that are bringing they're bringing these spiritual gifts, and they're laying them at your feet and also handing them to you. And these are gifts that represent different facets of your higher self's consciousness that is now choosing to integrate within your human body after such a long and creatively challenging year. And they're saying, these are our blessings and gifts to you on this Christmas Eve. And may you feel Mother Mary and her angelic orders warmth and golden consciousness, raising up your awareness into a peace that is like the peace of the forest within your body, heart, and mind. Like this complete assurance of how loved and supported and guided you are this holiday season, and also as we prepare for the new year. And for those of you that are missing loved ones on this Christmas Eve, as you prepare for Christmas Day, Mother Mary she's got her arms wide open, and she's offering her embrace. And she's saying, I'm right here with you. At any point throughout this weekend that you may need to feel more connected to your loved ones on the other side, she said, call on me and I will help facilitate that sacred space that's easier to feel and see the signs of your loved ones that are still with you, celebrating Christmas with you on the other side as part of your guardian angel tribe. And you may feel this like crown of, it almost looks like crown of holly that's being placed upon your head. And she's saying this is like a symbol of being crowned with Christ consciousness today, to feel the unconditional love and the holy power that Mother Mary and Jesus and Mary Magdalene embodied so gracefully in their lifetime. She's saying, may you feel supported in a next level awakening of this same consciousness arising within you in unexpected and surprising ways that deeply bless both your own heart and the hearts that you love this weekend. We're also going to offer up with Mother Mary in this beautiful forest setting a prayer for all the children of the world this weekend. In particular, children who need to feel the grace of God or divine interventions that may be suffering from abuse or abandonment. And we ask for Mother Mary and all of our collective light to go out and minister to these children and to bring Christmas miracles forth for the children of the world, that those who need to be comforted will be comforted in unexpected ways by the power of the Holy Spirit moving through each and every one of us, guiding us in how to be there for others this weekend as well. Mother Mary is smiling at you and thanking you for receiving her presence of grace. And she's saying, thank you for allowing me to receive your presence of grace. She's saying your presence of grace is just as important to her. And she's walking with you back out of the forest, back to your human body and awareness, wherever you're sitting, wherever you're just taking this moment to connect. And she's saying, remember to invoke me all weekend long. And she's saying, I'd love to be a part of your celebration and your festivities. I'd love to be a part of your self-love practice. I'd love to be a part of celebrating you this Christmas. Oh, and I just feel so much joy in my heart to be able to connect with you and Mother Mary this morning. Thank you all so much, knowing that Mother Mary goes with you beyond today's live. If you've enjoyed this meditation or want to share your thoughts or reflections in the replay or in the chat, be so grateful. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tomorrow I will be volunteering with the horses and some children. So I'll be sure to post some pictures and some reflections on my Instagram profile and on Facebook. Both are Kaia Ra official. If you haven't followed those, please go ahead and do that as well. It's always so good to connect with you. Merry Christmas Eve and have a wonderful day from my heart to yours. And we'll see you again at if possible, I'll do a surprise live this weekend by my Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And also, I will see you back here at Kaia Ra Official on YouTube at 8 a.m. Pacific Monday morning. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. I love you all so much.